Welcome to the Taking the Lead Media Podcast, broadcasting from the lovely island of Oahu with your weekly playlist of independent music and interviews. My name is Onofre, and welcome to episode 131. How's it going, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to you regular listeners, and if you're new here, welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy the music on today's show. Today's a special one. I have with me on the show, again, the homie Shahab for a second time. He was my second guest on the show. He appeared on episode 96 when I started doing interviews and conversations with people. Shahab is one of the label heads at GC Records, based in Las Vegas, Nevada. He also runs Think Speaks Films and Rise Up Daily. I asked him if he'd like to jump on the show for a chat because exactly 1 year from today, and this is Hawaii time, GC Records will be celebrating 20 years as a label. So mark your calendars, June 29, 2019, it will go down. So we talk a little bit about that, more stuff on GC Records, and also how we met for the very first time in person. And it's always a good time with him. So please enjoy this chat, and we will be playing some music too. So here it is, my conversation with Shahab of GC Records. All right, back on the show, the homie
Hello
Shahab.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you're the second guy or second person or the first person to be on the show for a second time.
As a guest?
Yes.
Oh, for a second time. Ooh. Cool. Yes. I started that trend.
You did.
See where it goes.
And I've only gotten better since. No.
Nice.
Yes. But
actually, we met in person since.
We did. Yes. That was so awesome.
That was fun, man. That was an epic show.
That was. And it just happened to be spring break.
Is that why? Yeah. Cool.
Well, I didn't go there. I didn't go to Vegas for spring break, but it just happened to be. And I've also never been on the strip during spring break, so it was interesting to see what goes on.
That was nuts, right?
Yeah, that was nuts. Like I saw people drunk, fighting, crying, laughing, all on. It's what is that? Vegas and Charleston, where the Evil Pie is.
Oh, well, no, that Evil Pie is Fremont
in Las Vegas. Yeah, right there. And usually when I go and go into the strip, I always valet park at any hotel, right? It's always free. Yeah. But then everyone's like full, or you have to be a guest to park here. I'm like, damn. So I went to the Fremont. That's usually my first go-to place if I'm gonna go in that area. And the guy's like, "Sorry, man, hotel guests only." But I think I can squeeze you in.
That's relatively new, yeah. Oh, really?
He's like, wow. I think I can let you in, right? And he paused, right? I'm like, all right, thanks. And he took my car, and I'm walking away, and I'm like, dude, I think he was waiting for a tip.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna let you in, but can you hook me up?
Give me a Oh.
And so I'm like, damn. And then I'm like, I'll get him back when I come back, right?
Yeah.
And he just happened to be the guy. He just dropped off a car right when I was getting into my car, and so I'm like, should I just give him the money? Maybe next time. I'll remember your name forever. I'll come back one day and hook it up. But okay. But
that's funny.
That's my bad. But that was a good show, yeah. Very lively. Yeah. First time at the Evil Pie. And they got good pizza there too, man.
Oh, so good.
I got a specialty pizza, not just pepperoni. Oh man. Yeah, so Illicitor and Gasoline Kills. First time seeing both of them at that show. And it was amazing.
What'd you think?
Illicitor,
And you know what's crazy? That was the first time a lot of those people saw Gasoline Kills, because they don't really make it out to Vegas that often.
Right. Oh wow. Very lively, so much energy. And
Yeah, dude. And especially Illicitor, you're like, wow, you're only 3 people. It's a wall of sound.
Oh, the bass lines are just it's so like they drive every song. Well, and the drummer too, and everybody in that band. It's just so much energy. I'm like,
Yeah,
guys, chill out. But
so much energy, so much talent.
yeah, for sure. And listening to the music afterwards, it's so refreshing. So it's like listening to it like for the first time again.
Nice.
Yeah, and Gasoline Kills. Yeah, I got some free swag that night. Lots of it.
Ooh, nice.
I lucked out. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you.
I'll take this home. Nice.
Yeah, and I remember I was standing next to you like like the whole set of Gasoline Kills. I'm like, should I say hi to Shahab right
See,
now?
and by that point, I was already 4 or 5 IPAs in. So I was not, I didn't notice anybody. I was like into the music,
Right, yeah. I
Um,
was like, I know this guy. What should I do?
I'm glad you said something though, because I was like, oh, and I was standing next to Jesse Pino, who,
right,
like literally like 2-3 weeks before that, you had bought the new EP.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesse, dude, this is the guy from Hawaii, and he was like, oh.
Dude, when I first walked into the Evil Five, I immediately saw Jesse like at one of the booths like eating. I'm like, dude, that's Jesse Pino. That's him. I listen to your music. I've seen your live
That's
stuff.
awesome.
I'm like, dude, this place is just full of rock stars. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah. I wanted to do a GC themed show today just because exactly 1 year from today. Yeah, the 20th anniversary of GC Records.
20. It's crazy, man.
That's
I'm feeling
crazy.
old. I'm definitely feeling old when you say that. When
What?
you and you
What?
alone say that.
Oh, okay,
No, I'm
okay.
just kidding. No. It's, and you know what's crazy? It's like putting a wedding together. You got to find
Oh,
the,
wow.
event space. You got to make sure everything's okay. You got to, look for the giveaways and the swag and,
Yeah.
all this stuff and just logistics.
Oh, man.
So, but yeah, man, 20 years. Like, what does that
That's
mean?
it just flew by. I would feel like it
Oh,
would just flew
man.
by. But yeah,
I
20
mean, it
whole
kind of
years.
was in the blink of an eye, but, GC's had a few different iterations. You know what I mean? It's always been me and Gila from the beginning, but it's morphed and grown and deflated and then grown again.
Yeah.
And we started in Southern California, and then literally 7-8 years in, we then moved everything to Vegas and kind of started getting our foothold here.
Man.
Um,
Like when I
so,
think of you just packing up, I just think of like you just have like boxes and boxes of records and
oh
CDs,
yeah, records, CDs, yeah,
fax machine,
DVDs.
um, a
Yeah.
CRT monitor, like old
Uh-huh.
school,
Exactly.
an actual tower, like what
Yeah.
with an A drive.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Where's the
man,
floppy?
yeah, I know, right? Oh my goodness, the real floppy. No,
Yeah.
no.
No, I mean, think about it though. Think about it. So we started the first release came out in 1999, but we
Right,
started working on it in 1998,
right.
to kind of put it together. And there was no such thing as Facebook, no such thing as Twitter, no such thing as Friendster. People might or might not have had a computer in the house. They might or might not have had an email address at that point.
Right, right. Damn.
Um,
I tell you
so
though,
yeah, man.
I had dial up at the time.
No,
Where
yeah, exactly.
and
You know.
it was 28K, 28.8. Dude, do you remember did you watch Hackers?
Oh, and a Jolie.
Yeah, yeah. And there's that scene where
Yeah.
like the guy's like, "Dude, this laptop's equipped with a 28.8K modem. It's fly." Dude, I got that. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's so slow. Oh my god.
Yeah. And you remember when like your mom would pick up the phone or something, and then your download would stop. You're like,
No,
no.
no. Why'd you unplug it? I'm downloading something. No. But
Yeah.
I didn't like I've heard of, Napster and Kaza and all of that. But like you could say I was late into the game cuz modems can't do it. And we didn't
Yeah.
get cable
Totally.
or Ethernet until like my junior year in high school. And by then it was like, no, don't do it. They're filtering it all out already. You can't search
Hmm.
stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Like, all right, all right.
And it's funny that you bring up Napster and all that. Like that was one of the first pivotal, things that happened to us
Mm,
because, well, so for an independent label like ours, if people do end up sharing and stealing the music and giving it to a friend or whatever, that actually kind of helps us. It's almost like free promotion because
right.
when the bands come through town, that person who probably would not have heard them ever will be like, oh man, my buddy gave me that, burnt CD or
Nice.
mixtape or whatever. I'm going to go see them, and I'm going to, and that way they'll buy a t-shirt, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
But it did hurt a lot of the big guys. And so
sure.
in 2000, what was it? 2003, 2004, three of our physical distributors closed down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, two of them never sent us our stuff back or money. The other one, they were like, well, here's all your stuff, but we can't afford to pay you. And man, that we took a blow.
Damn.
At that point we were starting to kind of go legit, like signing bands and doing
Yeah.
contracts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We brought on East Arcadia and Jack Killed Jill and all this stuff. And man, when those distributors
Yeah.
closed, we had to, reevaluate things. And it
Sure.
was at that point, it was either close up shop. And hey, man, we had a good run, and you know,
damn,
man, should we just put this one for the history books and just keep going, or keep working on it and that kind of thing. And I just looked at Gila and I said, listen, as long as we keep this as a hobby, it can never go bankrupt. So that's what we did. We went back to being a bedroom label, and still to this day, every release is a completely autonomous, look at it like an art project. Like each one has a different flavor. It's a different, set of rules, different artists, different mediums. The Jesse Pino EP was cassette. Illicitor was CD. You know what I mean? And so we kind of did that to survive, and we're still here. It's insane.
That's a long, fun hobby,
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet, man. Oh man. I gotta say though, like with Napster, it wasn't so much downloading like albums for me. I was always looking for the exclusive stuff, like live tracks. Mostly Blink-182 stuff, like because that was what was it? I think the Mark, Tom, and Travis show came out, and that was right after Enema, so that was like all the live stuff, and like just a bunch of other like demos. That's what I was like. I want to hear like the B-sides or like stuff that no one heard, but those were rare too. So thanks.
And what's funny that so Blink-182, they're from San Diego,
right?
And I remember when I was in high school, so Dave from Gasoline Kills, who was also in Vlad and the Impalers and also in ESL,
nice.
Dude, he had the Blink-182 demo tape. And I remember listening to it going, man, this sucks. He's like, no, dude, it's like pop punk. It's like Screeching Weasel. I was like, I guess.
I get it.
And then after that, they like kind of re-recorded some of those songs, and it became was Cheshire Cat or maybe Buddha? I can't remember.
Buddha came before Cheshire. Oh, there's a Fly Swatter too. I think it was called Fly Swatter, which was before Buddha.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. Again, I wasn't that big of a fan back then. Dave loved them.
Yeah,
and and then to see that they like literally like blew up, and then the original drummer left, and they got Barker on the thing, and he blew up. It was just crazy, dude.
That's dope. That's a cool story. Oh, he had the original demo tape. Nice. Yeah,
I wonder if he still has it.
They literally, just out of nowhere. Because then I remember just seeing them for the first time on MTV's Oddville, and then I got Dude Ranch, and like I know on their website, their official website at the time, they had like live tracks, and so after they took that down, I was like, I need to find those.
Damn it.
Oh, that's sweet. I saw that. I don't know if it was recently. You put up that ESL. Is it M.I.O.K? M.I.O.K.
Oh, M.I.O.K. Yeah,
M.I.O.K.
that 7-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, cause it wasn't this past spring break, but another time it came up. I found it at the Zia at Eastern.
Oh shit, you did?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's where I got it from. I'm like, all right. I saw the imprint. It's like, GC, wow, this must be early.
Yeah, so that thing, well, it was actually a friend of Dave and Jeff's that actually put that out. We just got, distribution copies.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, those sold out pretty quickly, like as far as what we had. I mean, I don't know, man. Like that thing, I think it was 2001, maybe earlier, maybe 2000. No, it was 2000. It was the year 2000. And I think like a year ago or so, Dave was like, dude, I just found a box of these 7-inch. Oh my God. He's like, you want them? I'm like, dude, I'll sell them. I'll put them up for sale kind of thing. So that's awesome that you found it. Cause like those are, I mean, that was like a literal, like 500 copies only ever,
Nice.
Today while walking down the road, on my way to the playlist show, suddenly overtaken by a beam of transform your brain. From now on, get to the same attitude. Your band will do from morning till noon. You've been affected by a UFO. This weak brain lost you and you didn't know. ESL is taking over your brain, and now the rest of the world will think you're a pain. Pain. Go!
I gotta
Yeah.
tell you too, though. Like every time I go to a record shop in Vegas, I'll snatch up anything that's GC. So I have like 4 copies of
Nice.
X Forge or X Fork.
Oh, why do you have 4 copies? You should start giving those away as gifts.
I know I should, right? Yeah, stocking stuffers. Yeah, I got.
That's funny. Or, open up your own record store or
Yeah,
something.
I think because they're numbered, right? And one of
Mhm.
them said I forget what it said. It wasn't even a number. It was like a promo, or it said
Oh,
something.
wow.
It said something else. I'm like, oh, okay.
Record stores are crazy, man. Like what you end up finding. You got to be patient, though. You got to go look.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like because down here, there was a phase where I went like every weekend, and I'm like, there's nothing new here. I'll just do like
Yeah.
1 or twice a month. Once or twice, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
I keep going here too much. It's always the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Start spreading it out, man.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to pass these out next time I'm up there.
No. Or dude. If you, because I didn't remember that. Like they're literally hand numbered. So if you're
Yeah.
getting them for specific numbers, I mean, don't listen to me. Keep it.
Oh no, I'll bring them up to the 1 year festival and hand them out. Or, yeah, look,
Oh yeah.
I got 10 copies of this. 10 people didn't want these, and I took them all. No.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So 1 year. So, oh man. I imagine if I was putting on a show, like a 20-year event, I would make it like the whole weekend, like a 3-day event.
Oh man, I don't even know if I want. Like even making it a 1-day event,
1 day.
I'm already like stressing.
Oh man. Right on.
Because then, like, so if we did do like a 3-day, no. Think about punk rock bowling, right?
Right.
It took them 15, 20 years to be a 4-day event. You know what I mean? With club shows and festivals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think the very first year of punk rock bowling, it was just Youth Brigade, No Effects,
Oh, really?
taking a vacation.
Yeah.
I swear, I think they just took a vacation to Las Vegas to bowl.
To bowl, right?
Together. You know what I mean? And then 20 years later, it's now a festival with several stages and club shows and, all this crazy stuff. So, yeah, I don't want to, this is going to be the first ever. So I'm not like, nah, I'll do 1 day.
1 day. Yeah. An all-day event. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's,
Yeah. And it should be, and again, we're gearing it to be free entry. So all day, just anybody can mosey on in and go back to their room and come back and all that. So should be pretty fun, man.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I hope. I know it's going to be on a Saturday.
It's going to be on a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, June 29th.
Woo.
Dude, it's going to be crazy. So, I hope you can come, and actually, you better come because it's a year from now.
I
So,
know, right? I'm not
mark it in your calendar, buy your airplane ticket, get off work.
Yeah. Oh, man. So it looks like you had a few releases this year. Got the Jesse Pino EP. You had Bog Trotters. Right.
We had Bog Trotters, Illicitor, Jesse
Illicitor,
Pino.
yes.
We did the Musicians Against Fascism, which was digital only, but it was a free download kind of thing.
Oh yes. That was a really nice playlist. I really like the stuff on that.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I couldn't sit by and just, not do anything, and it just seemed like a lot of the things going on in the USA were kind of leaning toward fascism. And like even to like not even forget about like the big, political players, like just down to like the normal, regular person and they were like, "Oh yeah, so Antifa, like they're a terrorist organization, right?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, like it's a philosophy, like it's not a gang." You know what I mean? Like people were just, I don't know, like believing this propaganda machine, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? If I feel this strongly against, I mean, fascism, Nazism, like they literally want me and gays and the disabled to get killed. Like that's not cool. Like that is not cool. And I don't know anybody and if musicians feel as strongly about it as I do, step up to the plate, give us some songs, and we'll put this thing out.
Yeah.
And it could have gone, I could have been shamed, and everyone could have been like, "No, dude, you're wrong," But no, people from all over the world submitted to that. So there was, European bands, and like it was nice. It was really nice to see that kind of support.
Yeah, nice. No place for hate. Musicians against fascism.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. 16 tracks. He did the GC family. It was just a sing along.
It was just it was an acapella, and I didn't really put who really sang on it, but it was Jacob Gallegos, who does a lot of our flyers and artwork and animations. It was Zebby, who's bassist of Illicitor.
Nice.
It was me and Gila. It was let's see, who else was it? Who was there? Shit, now I'm drawing a blank.
Is that really a Chumbawamba cover?
Yeah, so that was, I mean, that's so if you go and like, you can look it up on YouTube. If you look it up, you'll see that they actually had a studio version and then a live version. And we, basically based it off of the live version, because in the live version, when they play it live, they kind of do an acapella. And in fact, one of the first bands that I was in, that if you kind of go back to You Call This Music Volume 1, there's a band on there called Listen. I was the drummer of that band.
Nice. And
every time we ended a show, we did this cover, and we would have the audience just kind of clap for us, kind of be our metronome, and we would sing it. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm very familiar with this. Let's do it again. Oh, it was Marshall and James from Bog Trotters Union.
Wow.
So Marshall, James, Zebby, me, Gila, and Jacob, and we just decided to call it the GC family because we're all a family, and we kind of came together to do this acapella, and
So I saw that Chumba. I was like, it's the same guys.
Well, see, so by Get Knocked Down, by that point, and I'm gonna give you this tidbit. So by the time they did Tub Thumping, that was their major label release, and I think that was it 1996 or no, maybe a little later than that. Yeah. But if you go back, dude, they had some amazing releases in the 80s that were still kind of pop. Yeah. But very, very anti-capitalist and very anarchist. Like so cool, but very, I don't know, cross between like punk, ska, and just straight up pop music. Nice. So yeah, first two kind of combines their first two albums. Look that up. Amazing. They had, what was the one? So they had this one album that was amazing. It was banned in most record stores because the cover art was literally looking at some lady's punani as she's giving birth, and like this, you could see the head of the baby coming out.
Is that one of their earlier albums, or?
Yeah, so way before Tub Thumping. Yeah. Oh no, it was Anarchy. Anarchy's amazing. Shh is amazing. Pictures of starving. Pictures of Starving Children Sell Records and Nevermind the Ballots. Those two were combined to do first two. Swinging with Raymond's amazing. So yeah, so their 80s and 90s stuff was awesome. And then Tub Thumper came out in 1997, and you could take it or leave it. You know, they had a couple really cool songs after that. And of course, one of the songs that came out after that, they gave us in 2002 for our Dropping Food on Their Heads Is Not Enough compilation album. And we were so ecstatic to get that kind of support from them. Because that was the release that we used to raise money to build a hospital for refugees in Pakistan with the Afghan Women's Mission. Yeah. So definitely lots of love for Chumbawamba. Yes, Tub Thumper was kind of embarrassing, but that's kind of what happens when you go to the major labels, right?
Right.
Stay independent. But
I had no idea about their background. Like,
oh, dude,
until just now.
Go back. Yeah, Pictures of Starving Children Sell Records and Never Mind the Ballads. Just listen to those two, man.
Tub Thumping was strictly for the masses. No,
it definitely was. Actually, they got a lot of flack for that because they were very anti-capitalist, you know. And then when they did that, all of their fans were like, "What? You sold out?" You know. But of course, like they took all their money and kind of, you know, put it toward things that they felt were important and all that kind of stuff. But you can't please everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Smart Bomb is on the Dropping Food Not Enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're talking about songs. Should we play a song?
Yes.
What are you going to play first? Because listeners, I do not know what he has for this episode, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Yeah, we'll play something from the Musicians Against Fascism.
Awesome.
We're told that after the war, the Nazis vanished without a trace.
But battalions of fascists still dream of a master race. The history books, they tell of their defeat in 45, but they all came out of the woodwork on the day the Nazi died.
They say the prisoner at Spandau was a symbol of defeat.
While Hess remained in prison, then the fascists, they were beat. So the promise of an Aryan world would never materialize. So why did they all come out of the woodwork on the day the Nazi died? The world is riddled with maggots. The maggots are getting fat. They're making a tasty meal of all the bosses and bureaucrats. They're taking over the boardrooms and they're fat and full of pride. And they all came out of the woodwork on the day the Nazi died. So if you meet with these historians, I'll tell you what to say. Tell them that the Nazis never really went away. They're out there burning houses down and peddling racist lies. And will never rest again until every Nazi dies.
All right, so that was the GC Family track.
Yeah, covering Chumbawamba.
The Day the Nazi Died, yes. Oh.
Pick it up on Bandcamp. It's free. And let me just tell you. So the reason we covered that song is, you know, everyone always says, well, racism's over. It's been over since the 60s. And that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the point of that song. Like, oh, really? Really? Was it now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But sweet cover. Acapella. Do it, acapella. Right on. Yeah, so I wanted to ask about one particular EP that was mentioned on the website, Enemy of the Sun. So the solo project.
John from Amish Electric Chair.
Oh, okay.
So Amish Electric Chair, we did 2 releases with them. They're from the Midwest. And John actually left the band, and he moved to the East Coast. And, you know, he got, you know, into his career and things of that nature. But then he started recording this EP. And he hit me up and he said, listen, man, you know, it's a labor of love. I really just, you know, I just want to get it out into the world. You know, you were so gracious and, you know, we loved everything that you did for, you know, Amish Electric Chair. Would you be down to, you know, kind of help us distribute this EP? And I said, obviously, like, of course. And it's, you know, it's different. Like Amish Electric Chair was sort of on the, and they hate this comparison, but, you know, just for quick high level view, it works. It's kind of more along the lines of like an anti-flag, right?
Okay.
Like punk, political, kind of poppy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Enemy of the Sun, the stuff that he sent me, I mean, it's like Relapse Records metal kind of stuff,
That's heavy.
and I'm into that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, not a problem. And it was, I mean, technically it was supposed to come out before Bog Trotters or Jesse Pino or Illicitor. But I think he's a perfectionist.
Oh, wow.
And he's still polishing the vocals and the guitars, and he's self-recording it all. Like he's recording it himself. And so I think, and being a perfectionist and recording it himself, not really necessarily working with an engineer, I think it's just kind of he's waiting for it to be perfect. And I don't know, like a few years back when I filmed The Crystal Crypt, I mean, I could have kept editing. I could have still been in editing with that, and I, was working with Tara Platt on that, and she just told me, she said, listen, anything like this that you're working on, it's got to be, finish it, definitely, but it's got to be good enough. Once it's good enough, go ahead and put it out there, release it, because otherwise it's not going to be perfect, and you're going to keep working on it and keep working on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'll never be perfect. So once it's good enough, go ahead and release it. And I took that to heart. And I was like, huh.
Yeah.
But I don't, again, I don't want to force John to do anything he doesn't want to. So, we'll wait until it's ready, and we'll push it just like we push, all the other releases. But so it's kind of stuck in limbo. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, right. Well, you got that one track you can listen to. It's on the SoundCloud.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So if you go to don't tell anyone. No. If you go to gcrecords.com/news, about a year ago we shared the second track that's going to be on the EP, and you can hear it on there. It's definitely not a secret or anything, but yeah, we're still waiting for the full EP to, get that stamp of approval.
Yeah. Feel free to stream it or not.
Yeah. No, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Actually, do it, and then send me emails of, hey, man, where is it? We want it. We want it. And then I'll send it to John going, listen, man.
He's causing a riot down here.
Yeah.
On the West Coast. Hurry up. It's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right on. And speaking of short films, can we talk a little bit about the My Name is Art?
Yes. I can't talk too much about the plot, but anything else you want to know?
I think.
Yeah, go ahead. So fire away.
So, is Jesse Pino in the film?
He is.
He is, right?
Actually, there's a lot of. So when people end up watching this film, and you know what, if I get around to it, and I think I want to do it, I don't know if I'll get around to it. I kind of want to do a 1-track Bandcamp download where people can download an audio file where something like okay, are you gonna push play on My Name is Art? Okay, are you gonna push play now? And then I'll start my director's commentary, because there's a lot of Easter eggs. This short film is so packed full of Easter eggs. The GC Records Easter eggs, there's at least 3. At least.
Oh, wow.
No, there's at least 4 GC Records Easter eggs in this film. Nice. And that's one of them. Jesse Pino and I feel bad because you don't really know it's him. You don't really see his face. He's got a mask the whole time.
Okay.
I can't tell you too much more past that without getting spoilers. But yeah, he's in it. He's one of the actors.
Okay. Right on. Because man, I think there's an actor in that film that I've seen like on a trailer or teaser that you might have posted. Was he at the Evil Pie too then? He has the same
Oh
haircut.
shit, he was.
Yeah,
No,
that was
dude,
him?
that was him. That's
That was
Kevin.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kevin is Art. Kevin is the main character. Yeah, he lives in Vegas. He's an amazing. He's a performer. Yeah, he performs. In it's kind of sort of like acrobatic kind of performances on the strip, like at the casinos.
Oh, okay.
But he's also an actor, and he does martial arts and all these different kinds of things. Super cool guy. I've known him forever. Love the dude.
Nice. Wow. I saw we were all waiting outside the restroom, and so, at Evil
And you
Pie.
saw him, and you were like,
He was in
"Hey."
line. He was like, I know that guy somewhere. Oh, is he? He might be in that movie. He might be in that film. And now, like, when you told me that's his name, Art, I thought it was just like a clever title. Like, my name is Art. Like, oh, it's an art film. It's experimental.
Yeah. I mean, and there's gonna be, and once you see the film, like, there's gonna be multiple layers to that.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the original script that came over, so the script was written by the editor of Verbicide magazine. His brother is an English professor in Vermont, and he wrote the script, and that's his script, his original idea.
Nice.
And the actual title of the film on the script is Art.
Oh, okay.
So that's what the name of the film was supposed to be. And I was like, I'm gonna take some creative license here, and I'm gonna change it to My Name is Art, because I didn't want people thinking this was an art documentary of some, you know what I mean,
right.
Or some kind of, I don't know, thing about fine art or something like that. And I was like, you know what, they're gonna get misled. So I changed the title, for the visual medium to My Name is Art. And that way, it kind of gives them a little bit of, to kind of go on as far as what they think the story will be, but also I don't know. I feel like for the visual medium, it's a much better title than, it works for the script, but yeah.
Nice. Well, I was misled to thinking this was going to be strictly an art film, no dialogue. No.
I mean, it's sort of, I guess. No. You know what? It's more like a Twilight Zone episode or Black Mirrors kind of thing.
Right. I think, you told me to go watch Black Mirrors last time we spoke about this. I'm like, okay. But didn't get to it yet. Sorry, not Black Mirrors, but I'm still trying to catch up on Arrested Development, and I'm trying to get into Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon was cool.
Did you finish it?
Very, very. It was a very good premise, but by the time I got to episode 4, I lost interest. Like, I just didn't care. I didn't care about the characters anymore. I didn't really care where they were going with it.
Yeah.
Not as much as I did in the first episode. Like, the first episode, I was like, wow, where is this going? What's happening here?
Yeah. They call them skins, right? Like, you got a new skin.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of like think kind of how we were talking about floppy disks before, right? Like, so think about like your consciousness and your brain, like all that information they load onto these little disks that go into your neck.
Oh my God.
So you could literally, like, I could look like a Middle Eastern man today, but then if I could afford it, I could go buy a white, tall, white, blonde skin and go into that. Or, then the next iteration, I'm a kung fu fighter, then the next iteration, I'm a whatever. So I don't know. It was pretty cool, very, very cool premise and shot beautifully.
Yes.
But
it was very,
I kind of lost interest.
I had high hopes because it's Joel Kinnaman. I'm like, this guy is the man.
Yeah.
I love this dude. But for me, after episode 2, like, I kind of like put it to the side. I'm like, it's kind of long, hour-long episodes. I'll get to it later. And then I got into The Rain.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you saw that. That was kind of a cheesy. What are they?
You know what? I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah,
so it's cheesy, huh?
Well, it's kind of misleading because they say zombies, but it's more like infected. Yeah.
Huh.
And not cheesy. Like, I don't know if you watched The 100. What was it?
Oh yeah.
Like, I couldn't get into that show. It was just too unbelievable and too teeny boppy. Like, this belongs on the WB or
Oh, totally.
I-
Yeah.
no,
I can
no.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never finished it.
Yeah. And I gotta say, Signal Received
Hmm.
is a really dope EP. Really enjoying that one.
Thanks, man. Yeah, Jesse worked on it for quite a while, man. Again, another one of these perfectionists. And it was funny. Like the whole time I was like, we got to just release it, man. We got to just release it. You got to start working on your, full length. So that won't happen until this is done. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
there was a lot of different factors that kind of weighed into it and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, he's really, really good, man. And we're really proud of him and of the EP. And it was funny when he did his album release show. It was at the Hard Rock Hotel,
Oh, nice.
and I just kind of whispered in his ear. I was like, "Listen, man, you put out a cassette. Like 90% of the people in here do not have a cassette player. Like it's very, very niche. Like I'm almost surprised Burger Records releases as many cassettes as they do." But I said, listen, when you get up there, tell them like, hey, yeah, that little square, rectangle thing, that's the EP, and don't be afraid of it. There's a download code inside.
Oh, man. That's
So
funny. That's funny that you have to mention that, like, because I feel like,
well, because like when they go up to the and I don't mean to cut you off, but when they go to the merch table, what are they looking for? They're looking for a 7-inch looking thing. They're looking for a CD looking thing. They don't know what this rectangle thing is.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's.
And then when he mentioned it, then guess what? A shit ton of people bought it.
Oh, okay, right. Yes, buy it. There's a download code in it. Oh man, but yeah, it's like, I feel like, because I'm wondering if it's like when people hear cassette, they're like, I don't have a Walkman though. I can't play it.
Exactly.
Like, dude, you don't need.
Well, and he was toying with the idea, especially for the release party. But I just think there wasn't enough time, or we didn't really know. He was planning on buying some of these Walkmen from Amazon and having it be like a package. You know what I mean? If you want to get the cassette, it's $8. But if you want to get the T-shirt, the cassette, and a cassette player with headphones, $50 or whatever.
That's a sweet
It didn't
bundle,
end up happening, but I think that's a great bundle idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, that would be. You could do. You can market it like Marty McFly and the radiation suit.
Dude, exactly.
I am Darth Vader.
I mean, he was literally like when he was going through the Amazon. That's what he was thinking about. He was kind of 80s look because they have cassette player Walkman that you can buy that are like $8, $12.
Yeah.
But they just look kind of shitty. But he was looking for ones that looked 80s. You know.
Oh man. That aren't like rusty or like just dirty and gross.
Exactly.
Oh man. Well, thank goodness for Walmart. They got little stereos that come with
Really? They have cassette player stereos?
Yeah. Just like those little cheap ones, like it looks like a little radio, but like one speaker. But there's a tape deck for sure. Like you can play. It's not a booming sound system, but it's good enough for me. Yeah.
Nice.
Cause I went through that phase where like, for some reason like, and these were like locally made like cassettes from like a little like local bands, and for some reason every time I press play, they would always come out muffled. But I noticed like if you just tap on the pause button, right? So it would kind of speed it up, and it would clear it, like. And I don't know if that was just.
That's weird.
Like
I
you
don't know,
could
man.
hear
I had cassettes. I was born in '78. I grew up in the '80s, but I never ever liked the sound. When CDs came out, loved it. Vinyl, vinyl. Dude, I love the sound of vinyl. I absolutely love it. But cassette. Man, they broke, and then every once in a while it would sound like just sucked, man. So this whole resurgence, I'm like, So
I don't care.
Yeah.
Resurgence? What's resurgence?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I could say my
but
thing
that
was
being
tapes.
said,
yeah.
dude, the the Jesse Pino cassette. It looks dope. You know.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, does look dope. And the vital signs. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah. The worst thing about tapes. Yeah, like if you're low on battery, you heard it. You know, yeah. But see, when CDs, like when CDs started becoming affordable, like for me as a teen,
Yeah.
like if I were to hear something on CD, the quality better be amazing, and
Yeah.
I just didn't know that like if you had like a demo, but you just transferred it to CD, it still sound like a shitty demo. like it would just be hard to listen to. So I'm like, all right,
I'll
keep
go back
using
to the cassette.
Yeah, yes, I keep it that way. Okay. Is it cool to play a track from the EP?
Yeah, go for it. Definitely.
For sure. Hearts Collide is a dope track. I really like that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's play that one.
Okay, we'll do. Hearts Collide.
So much can get in the way. Pressure it builds every day. Why can't we walk away? Aggressive yet so polite. On guard, but I will not fight. Communication tries. Signal received, but I just can't seem to make it out. The power lines are down, jammed due to strong doubt. We could be one and the same, built to outlast every day, but time is slipping away. Increased focus, barely awake now, barely awake now. I wanna go back to when it all began. The way you looked at me when you held my hand. When you held my hand. The way your lips touched mine. When our hearts collide. It's a feeling that I've never. Some nights are harder to sleep. These walls, they carry your beat. The melody your heart sings. It's so tempting to sing along now. So I sing along now. Yet only with a faint, soft breath that's hard to hear. But lean into the wall and I cut so clear. I wanna go back to when it all began. The way you looked at me when you held my hand. When you held my hand. The way your lips
right. That was Jesse Pino and the Vital Signs. The EP is Signal Received, and the track is Hearts Collide.
And yes, available on cassette at gcrecords.com, but you can also do Spotify, Bandcamp, Amazon, and the rest if you just want to bypass that and, hear it digitally.
Nice.
But then you'd be missing out on the artwork, so I don't know. It's a hard decision.
Just get the tape. Get the tape.
Yeah, just get it.
Get it. Well, cool, man. Shahab, thank you so much again for being on the show.
Oh, man, thanks for having me on, man.
This is a milestone episode. Yeah. So again, 1 year from now, GC Records 20th year.
Yes, 20-year anniversary party. Please come hang out with us. It's going to be in the city of Las Vegas, so mark it on your calendar. Start thinking about flights and hotels. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm trying to see if we can get some hotel deals for everybody who wants to come. But yeah, as far as more information, it is 12 months out, and I don't want to jinx anything. So gcrecords.com, keep your eye out on that, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we will get the information out.
Yes. Oh man, I'm so stoked for this and so happy for you guys. 20 years. Woo.
Come party with us.
I know, right?
It's definitely a milestone.
And prep to like sleep in the next day.
Yeah.
If you're going to work, nothing. Reserve the whole weekend.
Exactly.
Oh, cool, man. Well, again, thank you, Shahab.
Thanks for having me on, man.
For sure.
And for always supporting everything that we do. Like, seriously, it means a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, it was so funny, cool to meet you at the Evil Pie.
So cool. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see you again, man.
For sure, man. Talk soon, man.
If you come back sooner, then great. Otherwise, at the 20-year anniversary party.
Oh, yeah. Nice, brother. Cool.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Through
right, that was Illicitor with the track Little Birdy off of their self-titled record, out right now. All right, so that is it for this show. Thank you again to Shahab for taking some time out of his busy day to join me on the show and talk all things GC and film too. Always a good time, man. Be sure to visit gcrecords.com and gcrecords.bandcamp.com for music, and mark your calendars. June 29, 2019, GC turns 20. Something will go down in Vegas, and that's Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, check out this podcast show notes for the track listing for all the music you heard. You can also check that out on this podcast website, takingtheleadmedia.com. You can stream this episode and past episodes on there too, and read up on my seldom ramblings. This is an Apple podcast, so please do check the show out on iTunes. And if you could do me the favor, please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. 1 star, 5 stars, you decide. Any feedback will go towards improving the show and help the podcast climb the charts. I'd be very grateful for that. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And be sure to recommend the show to a friend. They may find their new favorite band on a future episode. This podcast is also streaming on YouTube. Search Taking the Lead Media, and on Tumblr at oneshotsideshow.tumblr.com. Hit me up on Twitter at TTLMPodcast. I do love the interaction. Send love, hate, comments, questions, music submissions, recommendations to my email, along with any general correspondence to takingtheleadmedia@gmail.com. All right, so next week, another cool guest on the show. If you haven't seen it already, there is a Kickstarter campaign, and it's already successful with weeks ago. It's a documentary on ska music titled Pick It Up, Ska in the 90s. The film's director, Tyler Morton, joins me on the show to talk about the film, the campaign, and pretty much all things ska. It was a good time, so please check back next week for that show. Until then, my name is Onofre, and I'll be signing off until the next Taking the Lead Media podcast. Thanks for listening.
I try